Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Terrainoobs Building Chat. I cannot believe we've done this 11 times, but we have. So, I know this is episode 11, right? That's nuts.
It's like episode 5 for me.
Yeah, and we're live, so you know that it's April. And what shirt are you wearing, Caitlin? She's wearing a big old Christmas sweatshirt.
I'm cold.
My kids are so weird. Anyway, hope you guys are doing good this Saturday morning. We are going to continue with our medieval market. So, first thing we're going to do here is we are going to...
episodes already? Jeez, yes.
I know, right? That's nuts. How's it going? How's it going, Larry? All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to set up some space for the stalls here and make a little bit of... We're going to make a little scene, kind of a diorama thing. So I'm going to cut some of this out, and we're going to do some stuff here.
Is that
so
the top
we're going to
of the
need
tables?
about... Yeah, this is going to be the top. So I just want to see how big to make this. So I'm going to make it about this big. I'm just going to cut this out. This is just some kind of thick balsa wood. Actually, this may be basswood, but still, kind of the same thing. Really soft.
Me too.
Flexible wood. You're tired? Yeah. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take... Let me get these out of the way for a minute. We're going to take some of this stuff. Get out of here. And we're going to make a topping of this so that we can decorate. Actually, we don't even need to do that. You can just use this stuff because we're not going to have to draw cobblestone in. You can just decorate this like the side of the road, okay?
Yeah.
So that's going to be the side of the road. So we
Where's
want...
all the different textures and
Oh,
stuff?
I left them out in the garage. Hey, Diane.
Diana Banana.
Yes, we're streaming. D&D is happening at 4 p.m. Eastern today. We're going to move it up an hour. See how that works out, but I think that's probably going to be the regular time. Or at least that's what I put on the schedule, so it's official now. Can you step out in the garage right here and on the shelf? There's my little rocks and flock and texture and stuff.
Rocks and what?
Rocks and flock and texture and stuff.
Do you have anything
Please.
that could be like texture, like hay?
Hay.
We're in the garage.
Just right on the shelf, right? If go out in the garage, look to the left, it's on the shelf. You know those white shelves that are right to the left? The white wire shelves? Actually I do, but it's upstairs.
Okay.
You want to go get it?
What is it?
All right, so if you go get some... all right, if you look in the cabinet, right?
Mm-hmm.
The craft cabinet up there, there is some twine.
Twin?
Yeah, some twin. It's like hay colored. You'll see it. Get that. No. It's little bottles. They're on the wire shelf.
Little
Bottles of flock and green flock and rocks and stuff.
turf.
And then also up top on the shelves up there, there's some like dirt texture and stuff. You ought to get some of those other textures too, because you'll probably want some of those. All right?
Okay.
You're not awake yet, are you?
No.
All right, so we are going to be doing that today. So she's going to work on that.
Shelf.
Ah, thank
There's
you.
another white wire shelf.
Thank you, my dear. All right, so here's some decoration stuff for her. And what I am going to work on is I'm going to be doing some more work on painting some of this food. Get it doctored up here a little bit with some more pants. So let's see what we've got here. We've got a cheese. We've got, oh gosh, little things. We've got some pies. Some really cool looking pies and some fish, some bread, some potatoes. These are potatoes. We're gonna have a little stack of potatoes. What do we got here? Is this the steak we were making? Here's all the sausage stuff. That's the meat cellar. And we've got the baker with the pies and things, and the bread and then we're gonna have a veg cellar with, I'm not sure what that is, but we'll go with another potato. Yes, those are big potatoes. And then we've got some fish for the fish merchant. And let's see, we're gonna have some meat, lump of meat, and I think this might be another potato. And this is some kind of flatbread, I think. And then we're gonna have some fruits. Like, I may make some more, but all right. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna get to painting here while she gets the stuff and starts to work on the setup for these stalls. So I want one of my tiny brushes. Need a tiny brush. There's a tiny brush. Also gonna need this one.
I didn't find any twin, but I found a few other stuff that I want.
Okay, well, whatever you find that you want. You do you.
This.
Okay.
It's a shaker.
A shakerer.
Is this actual thyme?
Yes.
Is this actual parsley?
Yes.
Is this gravel?
That's kitty litter.
Is it for gravel?
Yes. You didn't see the dirt up there?
No.
There's dirt up there.
Wait, I did, but I couldn't reach it.
Oh, because you're a shorty. A shorty
I will have you
McShorterson.
know, most 15-year-old girls are not as tall as me.
Oh.
And the
Is that
girls,
it?
yes, they're 13 and 14-year-olds are usually still in 4'9". I'm 5'3".
Wow. You're still a McShorty.
Oh, I thought Larry was leaving. I was like,
No,
what?
not Larry.
No, Larry.
All right, so I need, let's see, I think this would be kind of a good color. This would be kind of a good color. Need some reds and some browns and some kind of fleshy colors.
You're gonna make flesh?
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna make flesh. Let's see. So we are gonna, I need my palette. My palette. What are you doing, child?
What I want to.
Okay, you're right. What you want to. You need a glue brush.
Mm-hmm.
I think you used all the glue brushes.
I used one glue brush.
That was all I had. Here, see if that'll work. It's kind of stiff.
This was the exact glue brush that
All right.
I used.
Well, maybe you can spread. I mean, glue doesn't have to be pretty, so maybe that'll still work to spread it out. However you want. All right. So let's see about getting these sausages doctored up. Right. Okay. So we want. How are sausages colored? Let's see. So the first thing I think I want to do is get kind of a dark brown wash. So let's get a little brown and a little black and make a nice wash for these. We'll get some shadow going in there. That'll work. So a bit of brown, darken it up with a bit of black, little bit of black. Hello, black. There we go. And we'll put lots of water. No, that's going to be my dry brush. I need a little bit bigger brush here. This will work. That'll worky. All right, so here we go. So that's kind of a dark brown.
Paper towel.
Paper towel. You over there making a mess?
No, I just need to put it back into the...
Oh, I see. Put the overspray in there, huh?
Huh?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Totally.
You totes know what I'm saying. So we need a lot more water here. Two drips at a time. That's how we do it. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Bloop, bloop, bloop. How thin is that? Not thin enough. How thin is that? Better. Okay. So.
I hope nobody from camp is watching this, but at camp, our table wasn't cleanest table, until we got a chocolate bar.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
Each of us got a huge chocolate bar that we got to eat the same day.
Neat.
But you didn't hear that from me.
So.
And the weird thing was, all of us weren't even in the same cabin. It was just the table that we had. And we all made sure to clean it.
That's cool.
I mean, a few of us were in the same cabin, but not everybody.
Alright, so we brown wash these sausages.
Is that like black washing but with brown?
Yeah, just because sausages are more of a browny red, so I want to get some shadow in there, but I don't want it to be completely black. So we just make a dark brown. And then we're going to do some more color in there. And we're going to have to flip these over and wash the other side. So let's do that. These little tiny things are kind of hard to paint because there's nothing to hold on to. Actually, I guess I could hold on to that bit. And we'll dry brush these up and they'll be good.
Fine. I was never there. Never, ever, ever.
Oh, that didn't happen?
No.
Okay. Alright, chat, that never happened. She didn't get anything on her shirt.
Or on the floor.
Or on the floor. Never happened.
Or on the seat.
No, I think you got it on the seat.
Nothing happened.
Never happened?
Never happened.
Never happened.
Never happened.
Okay. Alright, so now, gotta let those dry, so we'll move on to something else. What?
I put the wrong lid on.
You ding dong. Alright, here we go.
Oh, I forgot there was a camera here.
Yeah, there's a camera
I
there.
didn't bump it or anything.
Don't bump the camera. Paper towels were so difficult.
Look, it's Tamilo. Oh.
Does it smell good?
Yes.
Your scenery's going to smell awesome. What are you going to do with that?
It looks like hay.
Hey!
I don't need stupid twin.
You don't need twin? No twin for you? Alright,
Okay,
so, oh, that was brilliant. Look what I did. That's
Look
nice.
what I can do.
Look what I can do. Let me do it.
No.
Alright, so let's see what we can do with, I think the potatoes want a brown wash as well. The potatoes.
I don't think they care.
They want a good little brown wash. They're very jealous of the sausage.
Perfect. See you later. Kiwi.
Okay, so we'll get these potatoes a nice brown wash.
I just love kiwi.
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 Kelly.
Kiwi.
Carrie? What?
I've never met anybody named Carrie.
Have you ever seen the movie? Of course you haven't. We wouldn't let you watch that movie. It's scary and creepy and nutty.
Huh?
It's a Stephen King movie.
Ah.
Of course you like the Stephen King books. This kid reads Stephen King. What kid reads Stephen King? That's weird.
This kid.
This kid. Well, you are definitely weird.
This kid.
This kid is weird. These look kind of like red potatoes.
This is working because now it's falling naturally instead of placing it on.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying that. All right. So now we got the taters brown washed. Let's see. How about this flatbread needs a little
This smells so good.
wash.
That's not flatbread.
It is now.
Pie.
Well, it was a pie, but it got flattened.
And it's made out of bread.
Yeah. So it's now flatbread. All right. Oh, and this bread, we're just going to put a little brown in the thing. Oh, I messed that up. So we'll just put it all over and let it sink in there. And we'll get some bread color later when we dry brush it.
Dry wash it.
Dry wash it.
How does
That's
that...
kind of an oxymoron.
What?
What?
It won't work? Is that what that means?
No. An oxymoron is something that means two things at the same time, like dry wash. They can't, it means opposite things.
I'd be smart.
So let's see, what kind of pie do we want this to be?
Wait, let me
what
see.
kind of pie?
Okay.
All right,
'Cause
chat.
there are a few
This
things
is a
that look
pie.
like a
What
pie
kind of
that
pie is this going to be? Like, it could be a blueberry pie or a raspberry pie or a...
I made a strawberry pie already.
Oh, you made a strawberry
Wait,
pie.
I think I made a
How about a
raspberry
blueberry pie? Chat, how does that sound? Blueberry pie? I'll put a nice little bit of color in there, right? Can we make a blueberry pie?
pie. Sure.
Sure. That's okay with you? You all right? You okay there? All right, so we'll get some blue. Blue, 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 blue.
Make it blue.
Okay. Well, I just got blue all over me.
Blueberry sounds nice.
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 We'll make a nice blueberry.
Blue.
Blueberry pie. Talk about a voice crack. I know, right? That whole puberty thing. Killing me.
I think he's talking about mine.
Alright, let's see if we can get just a little bit of blue.
I finished with the hay. Do you like it?
Hold on 1 second. Gotta get this blue down in here. Did you do something silly? Because you're making the silly face. You're so weird.
But look.
That's a good idea, though, having
I
hay.
did finish with the hay, though.
Yeah, that's good. You're going to have to make sure all that's covered and looks like real ground.
I know.
Right?
I'm going to do multiple layers, but I have to wait for the layers to dry.
All right.
So I'm just filling in the spaces.
That is some
and then
pretty
I'm
good
gonna-
hay. I like that. That's a good choice.
It was better than twins. I'm gonna get mice. I'm so happy.
She's plotting something. I know, right? She's always plotting. Make sure I get the coffee cup and not the dirty water cup. That would be bad. All right. So now What are you doing? And also, don't let the child know where they are. Goof. What a goober. Larry's yelling at you. And you probably deserve it. Alright, now we need an orange wash. Do we have any orange in there? There's some orange.
We have a mustard yellow and a dark red.
But
we don't
I
have
want
any
orange.
Gold? Bronze?
Is it actually metallic? Oh yeah, I don't want that.
Look,
I'm trying to get a wash for the carrots.
It says...
She's trying to poison me, that's right. What is up with that?
Water-based, non-toxic. Right there. Right there.
Yeah, but also gross.
Non-toxic.
It says water-based, non-toxic, also tastes gross.
Shake well. Dry between coats. Colors may be mixed. Clean while wet with soap and water. Made exclusively for Michael's stores. Made in the USA. Abest de usa non-toxica.
If they say so. Alright. Let's see what kind of orange we've got here.
Did you mix it?
Well, I've put them together. I haven't mixed it yet. That is pretty red. Need lots more yellow.
I'm gonna make gravel.
Let's get a lot of yellow in there.
It smells gross. Isn't kitty
That is
litter
coming out pink instead of orange. What is the deal here?
If you add pink to yellow, yellow to pink, or orange to red, it turns out peach instead of orange. And that's pretty much an orangey color. Hi, Mommy.
It's getting more orangey. But since this is going to be a wash, that's probably okay. We want a dark orange for a wash for the curts. Hello.
Hello. It's so hot.
That's why I've got the fan
I'm
on.
freezing and I'm wearing a sweatshirt.
Sick of Florida's weather.
I know, it's very humid today.
That's what it is.
Humility.
Ooh, that's got blue in it. I don't want blue in it. Just get some wash here. Alright, nice carrot wash. Here we go.
You're gonna give the carrots a bath?
Yep, carrots are getting a bath.
I don't care if these gravel pieces or kitty litter pieces aren't big enough to fit through the holes. I'm gonna just use it to shake them out, because that would be easiest. Look, there's itty bitty
Okay,
ones.
the carrots have had a bath. Yep.
There's itty bitty ones.
Itty bitty ones. So that's just kitty litter. It's the non-clumping kitty litter, so it doesn't melt. If you're gonna do this, don't get the clumping kitty litter, because that stuff melts. That's no good. Get the non-clumping kitty litter. Cheap gravel for your minis.
It can't come out.
Yay.
I'm mixing together the big pieces and the small pieces because the small pieces were on the bottom.
Yeah, but it might only shake the small pieces out.
Exactly.
But then the big pieces, it won't matter if you mix it up, because then the big pieces won't come
But
out.
they were on the bottom, which would clog them from the smaller pieces from coming to the top.
But no. Okay. Alright, what else do we need to do here? We're gonna make it a blueberry pie.
You could paint these blue and they would look like blueberries.
I'm gonna give this kind of a... Let's see,
I'm
what
making a
color would a
mess.
pie be? Kind of a golden brown.
Wow, this looks like a
Caitlin
gravel
won, Chris
road.
0. Yep. She always wins.
For what?
Everything.
What?
I don't know. Just everything.
Is my stuff looking better than his?
It always does.
It does?
Of course. Alright, so we're going to get...
But look, I'm making a mess.
Well, that's always the case, isn't it? Actually, I think I want this kind of cream ivory color for the...
This looks like a gravel road.
with a little bit more yellow in it.
I don't want more yellow in my gravel.
What?
I said this looks like a gravel road, and you said with a little bit more yellow in it.
No, you silly, goofy kid. What's wrong with you? Alright, so let's see what I can do about... I can't paint that in the camera. It won't ever focus there.
There we go.
So I'll just show it to you after.
Look, I'm going to do multiple layers. The grass and the hair are going to be mixed together, but the gravel road is very thin.
Cool.
There's a gravel road.
I like it. Ah!
Oh my lord.
Did he scare you, Mom?
Scared me.
Oh no.
Bra, bra, bra. Bra, bra, bra. Bra, bra, bra.
I got glue all over me.
Where is everybody? Where are all our friends? They are still asleep?
Probably.
Probably.
Way to go,
Oops.
Caitlin. You were on the whole thing. The whole
The whole thing.
The whole thream. Alright, so we're gonna have to do another round of that, but in the meantime, we'll paint the strawberry pie. I'm just painting the top, get the crust color.
And fix my detailing.
Yeah, and fix
Oops.
some of the detailing.
Now there's hay in your kitty litter.
That's okay.
It is? Okay, good.
Well, the kitty litter's cheap. If I have to replace it, we can replace it.
And obviously you haven't used it in years.
I know.
Look at the lid.
Wow.
That's the same for the whole bottle. Except for where I touched it. And there's still dust underneath where I touched it. I have an itch.
You are an itch.
But I hate itches.
But you are an itch.
That's just nasty. Yeah. I mean, it's just dust, so it's not that bad. You're
Alright.
a wimp.
So see this little pie is coming out a little bit. Can I even show you that? Good grief.
Whoa.
There. So now we've got some decent detail on that pie. We're gonna do another coat on the blueberry.
Dad, look. If you do a line, it separates itself.
Yeah.
I looked away for a second and it turned into two balls.
Man, covering up blue with yellow.
I had a piece of gravel
is
on
not
my
easy.
neck. That's what was itching. I wonder why I keep calling it gravel and not kitty litter. Maybe because
Alright.
gravel is easier to say.
So now, what is this supposed to be? What's that one?
I think I made it as cheese, but I'm not sure what it is now. It doesn't look like cheese. I'm not good with clay.
What is this, chat? What kind of food is that?
A
You gotta tell me
pizza
how to paint
pie.
this. What is this? In a medieval market, what food is this?
It's a pizza.
Not sure I understand.
Me neither.
Tell me what that
I
is,
don't
chat.
know.
Wait, is that something Laura did?
No, I did it.
So
Why can't your child tell you what
she doesn't know. She has no idea. So we're going to leave it up to chat to figure out what that is.
Do you want
Stale cookie? That's an awful big cookie.
You're putting the paintbrush in my mouth.
All right, let's see about this. Oh my gosh, my brown wash is just evaporated away.
Now it's just a brown.
Kinda, yeah. Get some wash on this stike.
I was like, what's a stike?
Stike.
You made that. Stike.
Stike. All right. What do we got next? You know what? I'm just going to put the brown wash on this thing and we'll figure out what it is after the fact.
Ooh,
Maybe it'll just tell us what it is. But we'll brown wash it.
I have an idea.
Maybe it's some weird fantasy
I want the hay and the...
food.
Oh, I have an idea. I have an idea.
Cool. All right, so oh, you're making a little shaker mix. A little mix 'em up. Good.
Smells like tea.
Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
More time.
We need, I think I'm going to put a little bit of brown wash on these leaves too to get some deep shadows in there. On the carrot leaves.
Look, in each of the shakers, there's a piece of gravel. It's even clearer on the back.
Weird.
Oh, you can't. Oh, you can kind of see it.
Alrighty.
I need a very skinny.
And we'll turn that back green after a while, but I need to get the shadows in there.
Do you have?
Okay.
Is there a really skinny paintbrush with a really skinny end?
Actually, you could probably use this. Just be careful; it's sharp.
That works. I'm just trying to make it.
All right, so now we've got some. It's a worm. No, it's a sausage link. Sausage links. Sausage chain. So we've got several of those and a pile of sausages. So we need to get some reddish brown on them, because uncooked sausages are kind of reddish because bloody meat, right? Right. I mean, gross, but right. Make that a little more red. So this barn red is kind of a reddish brown. I want it a little more red than that.
You're talking so much, and I'm just sitting here going like this.
That's why I'm talking so much. So I'll put a little bit of just red in it. Just to brighten it up a little bit. And this is just going to be kind of a base coat for those.
Is the actual name of the red just red? Those were all in...
This one, yeah, it's just red. Rouge. Rojo.
Could you open that up? Ew!
Yeah, well, I don't want it up here getting on the stuff. We'll vacuum it up in a minute. What looks amazing, Larry? Her stuff? Because it kind of does. Awesome.
Now I have a flock and turf hay and green hay mix.
Awesome.
You have a what? Flocking?
Flock and
Flock and turf.
turf
Okay, that sounded like
Hey.
a flirkin. And we don't need a flirkin.
A flirkin flockin.
Do you not know what a flirkin is?
Yes. The goofy cat.
It's a goofy. It's a flirkin.
Yeah, light red, dark red, and just red. Those are the official colors.
Well, the light red is just pink. Dark red, and just pink.
So I know you can't see what I'm doing, chat, but I'm just putting red on these sausage links and staying out of the middle parts of them where the stuff is, where the cool stuff is, the shadows and all, so that when we're looking at them from far away, we can tell where they are. And then these are going to get dry brushed a little to bring out the bits, the highlights and stuff. Because sausages are in a casing and they're kind of shiny, so we want to kind of put a little light on them once we're done with this. But they gotta have a base coat. So oh, how you doing over there, Caitlin? You getting your stuff done?
Yeah.
Is it all coming together?
Not really. When I'm trying to
getting
spread
really
the
good.
glue, the flocking surface is just going.
Really?
So I have to tap the glue.
Tap the glue.
And then
Alright.
when I'm tapping the glue, then the hay comes up. So it's better to spread with the hay and tap with the flock.
It is?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so we gotta get this last bit I was holding on to.
I'm gonna put on my mixture, and then
Mixture.
I'm gonna put on a little bit of the grass after I put on the mixture, and then that dries.
Okie doke.
So it will look good. Like hay and grass mixed together instead of just green hay.
Hey.
Hey!
Hey.
Oops.
Oops, what? What did you do? Did you make a mess?
No. I made a mess on the road.
How dare you? You made a mess.
No duh.
But that's kind of your job, isn't it? To make messes. Alright. Painting all the sausages.
Ooh!
Ooh.
This looks good.
Yeah, that kind of does. That'll be a great place for them to set up their market stalls.
It looks way more brown on camera.
Kind of does, yeah.
I wonder where.
Hey. This is hard to hold on to. Very, very hard to hold on to. So how's everybody doing today? Is everybody awake yet? Are we woke up? Are we all woke? Are we all woke and happy this morning? This fine Saturday morning? I mean, I guess it's Saturday where you are. It's Saturday morning where I am. In Florida.
And he.
Maybe it's not Saturday morning where
Maybe
you are.
it's Monday in. They live in. Do they live in Groveland?
Groveland.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah.
Maybe it's Monday in Groveland.
No, they won't be that far off. Here we go. We're getting there. We're almost done with these. So that's a good thing. Alright, these are looking pretty sausagey, I think. Pretty sausagey. Yeah, I said it. What are you guys plotting against me there? I know you're plotting against me. What are you going to do? The women are plotting.
Hmm?
Huh? Do 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 do. All right. So those are getting more sausagey. Now, potatoes. What are we going to do with these potatoes? We need to lighten them up a little bit. So, I'm going to do some light brushing of some light stuff on here. So, all right, so does that look kind of potato-y? Does that look like a potato? Well, yeah, she's always plotting, I know.
Who?
I don't know. Just women in general, they're always plotting. Plotting and planning and planning and plotting. Alright. Yeah, paint. Not enough. Okay. Just kind of do a little bit of dry brushing on these potatoes. Alright, so that one's done. This one's about to be done. Potato accuracy 101%. Good. That's what I was going for. Well, I was going for 102, but if I hit 101, I'm happy. 101 is perfectly fine. One day I'll hit 102, but you know, you can't have everything all at once, right? So I'm just going to do the rest of these potatoes the same way.
There. Now I
Where?
have to do the gravel and then put a little bit of just grass patches and then I'll be done.
How about just a couple of big rocks, like towards the edge or something?
I know, but I'm gonna do gravel and then add a few
Oh, okay.
things of...
Keep on potatoing. That's what I'm doing. I'm just potatoing. And one more. When I grow up, I want to be a potato. Okay. So we've got some potatoes. Oh, I missed a potato.
Dad,
What?
what do you want me to do with this mix?
Just leave it in there.
But I need it.
Oh, you need the sprinkle shaker?
Yes.
Well, then go dump the mix out.
And waste all this?
It's not like it's expensive stuff. I mean, I don't want to waste it, but what else are you going to do with it if you have to have that?
You're gonna do this.
Okay. All right, so now this piece of bread is going to get a little lightening, a little dry brushing. Well, not really dry brushing. Just detailing. Bread. Can you even see that? My gosh. These are so tiny. How's that? How's that for bread? Little tiny piece of bread. There you go.
Tiny piece of.
Tiny piece of bread.
That's not what I was doing, Daddy.
All right, so now we need the inside of this cheese. To get lightened up a little bit. We are just going to clump some color in there because why not, right? Here we go.
The gravel is turning the glue gray. Gray glue. Glue gray. Gray glue.
Gray glue?
Gray glue.
Gotta love a gray glue.
Huh?
What?
Mm?
Who?
Huh?
What?
Mm?
Who?
Ah.
What?
Mm. Do you only know those 2 words?
Huh?
Okay.
If you say so. Okay. What else we got to do here? That's still drying. That's
2
good.
layers of gravel.
Let's see. We want the
Gross.
steaky steak needs some red. Throw red in the middle where the steaky steak is.
This much gravel is what I need.
And then we'll need some white on the outside.
Huh?
Wow. That's a lot of gravel.
Makes it easier to pour out.
If you say so.
Because there's more of the tiny gray specks.
Yeah. Why is Gamora? Alright. So let's do a little bit of lightening on the outside here.
That line was actually not planned.
Uh-huh.
That was an improv. Me is learned. Don't step on the tiny gray rocks on the floor.
Okay.
Because there are definitely thousands of them.
Little cut of meat.
I got the gravel out of the ground. Do you like me gravel?
Nice. I likes it a lot.
Me is the
Alright.
smartest person ever.
You are.
My name is Purple.
You made a mess. Let's see.
I also
We
heard
know
Thor's
each other.
line,
He's
we
a
know
friend
each
for
other. He's very smart. Despite a kid who came on.
Yeah, I heard that too.
We
Like
know each other.
a kid from Make-A-Wish, I think.
Yeah,
That's what I heard.
I think he had cancer or something. We know each other. He's a friend from work. Wah.
Okay. So now I need some green. Is there any green over there? We got any green?
Here's some green.
No. Paint. Green paint. Goober.
Forest green? Olive green.
Lighter green. Do we have a lighter green? I want just a green. There's got to be a green in there. I mean, I know I have some upstairs, but...
This is your green.
No.
There's no other green.
Oh, and the girls went away.
I'm not going. Here's your green.
Well, give me this green. And I'll mix it with this white. Actually, this ivory color. Lighten it up. That'll be good.
Fuzzy.
What?
I want fuzzy.
You are fuzzy.
Oh, there we go. I was just focusing on your hand.
Okay. That's a nice light green.
Now all I have to do is put a few drops.
Where'd the carrots go? There they are.
They're there. Are you comforting the carrots?
I said there they are.
Oh, I heard they're there. There's gonna be a couple of patches. Just a couple. Just a couple. Patches of gross.
All right. I'm liking these carrots. What do you think? Liking them. Focus. Carrots.
I have glued some grass to my finger.
Weirdo. Weirdo, weirdo, weirdo.
Now I will glue the grass down
Okay. So,
and make it look beautiful.
now we're going to get some highlights on these sausages. Sausages. So we got to lighten up this red. I need a... What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
Many things.
Got that right, weirdo.
I'm done. Oh, wait,
Weirdo
I have to
McWeirderson.
add- Don't look at it. Don't look at it.
Okay. I won't look at it.
I'm looking at paper.
What is wrong with you?
Don't look at it.
I'm not. Alright, so let's... It's getting difficult. There. There we go. Get a little bit of pink on these.
I have now glued 2 tiny rocks to my finger.
Why would you do such a thing?
I was just getting them to put them on the edge, and then I had glue on my finger. Now I've glued 3. Oh, there we go. I got them off. I almost just spilled all of those.
I'm liking these sausages. These are gonna look good. Why is that? Because I didn't make them. Who made them? You made them. Actually, all these foods look good. The carrots are really cool.
Or I made the carrots.
Yeah.
But I painted them.
Well, and I'm kind of repainting all this. I'm not repainting, but finishing painting.
Covering up all our beauty.
No, not covering it up. I'm just adding some highlights and stuff.
I'm excited to go to Grandmommy's and Granddaddy's house.
Yeah. I'm excited for you to go there too.
One time, I went to bed at 9:30 because I usually wake up a little bit early. So I tried to go to bed earlier at their house. So I woke up I went to bed at 9:30 and I said, "Hey girls, how much longer are you gonna be?" Because they were watching stuff, and they were like, "I'm just probably like 15 more minutes." I wake up at 1 o'clock to go to the bathroom, and their light is still on.
Weirdos.
I was like, girls, it's 1 o'clock. I'm like, crap.
Language.
Their words, not mine.
Very nice. I like that. I like it a lot.
Mommy.
That's going to be where all the market stalls sit.
Mommy. Mom.
Mama.
Mom. I like how there's hay and grass and a mix of both all over.
Yep.
And there's 2 layers of gravel, and you can't see any wood except on the sides.
Really?
I just got some time in my eye. Hey, Dad.
Yo.
What has... Wait.
What?
What has more as you go forward, but stays the same as you go back?
Footprints?
Yeah. Was that because you saw it last night?
Mm-hmm. Weirdo.
How does it not make sense to anybody? You take more. If you go forwards,
I need a little bit of this.
more footprints appear. But if you go backwards, the same amount of footprints is still there.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Nuh-uh. You got more prints going backwards, too.
Unless you step on the exact same places that you did.
Well, you didn't say that.
Well, did I have to?
Yeah, you had to. Of course you did.
Now I've made a mix of gravel road.
All right. Lighten this up yet again. And get a final touch of highlight on these sausages.
What else do I need to do? I don't want to do any more road.
Not sure. Hold on just a second. Let me finish this up, and then we'll figure out what else you can do. All right. Wow, these sausages are coming out really good. Better than I thought they would, actually. All right.
Oh crap, is that copyrighted? Crud, is that copyrighted?
What?
I was just singing the Doctor Who song.
Oh, well, it's only copyrighted if you can tell what it is.
Okay. Advice from the doctors. These hearing loss causes may surprise you. Smoking, ear infections, medications.
Okay. All right. So, let's take a break from the food. Maybe we'll do some more with it later, but for now, I think that's getting a little bit boring for everybody, so we'll look at it when it's all put together. I know it's getting a little bit boring for you because you're just sitting there. So, now, next thing we got to do is we're going to have to I think make some more tables. So, let me get a little bit of this stuff. Oh, this is beautiful. Once this all dries, then I gotta put the, now the problem is I gotta figure out something, see how it's curving? That's because of this soft wood is expanding on the top, so because of the wet glue. So we're gonna have to find a way to uncurve it. So once this dries, it'll probably uncurve a little bit, but it may uncurve too much. So I may have to put some cross grain stuff under here so that it curves against it.
What?
So all the, you see how the grain in this is all going this way? If I cut some pieces and put them this way, then because of the way the grain expands, it'll kind of help keep it flat. But I'll have to see how this turns out once it's dry. Because when the grain gets wet from the glue, it expands. That's why it's curving down this way. But then when the glue dries, it shrinks, so it's going to pull it back the other way. We just don't know yet how much it's going to pull it back the other way. It could flatten it out, or it could go too far. Or it could do nothing.
You injured my masterpiece.
Oh, you'll live. All right, so until that dries, we can't really put up the stuff, but we're going to make some more tables. So where's my
Tables.
kniff? There's the kniff. So we want to make some more tables like this.
Oh.
Huh?
Oh.
What do you mean, oh?
Those are extremely hard. What are those squares for?
What squares? Oh, these?
Yeah.
Those are the top of the
Oh, the ones that
things.
they're
Yeah.
gonna...
And so they're going to sit up on these. They're going to have
tables are
these
really tiny for
things,
that.
and then we're going to put some cloth over top of them. Cool, right?
Why are they so big?
Well, they're going to cover over. They're supposed to cover over where the people are standing, and they're going to be tilted a little bit. And then we've got some fabric that we're going to use to cover them over. Actually, you want to do that? We need to. What are you doing? Here, if you want to do this, you need to get that stuff out of the way so you don't make a dirty mess.
Can I have a paper towel?
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. Whoa. Here. There you go.
Who is that?
Probably male.
Let's
So-
scream it. Yep, male. I can hear the car.
So what we need to do is, I think this one's still probably drying a little bit, but here's what you're going to do. You're going to take these things. So I've got 3 of them right now. The other one's still drying a little bit, but we want different colored cloth.
I got another one of these
Oh, good.
because down here is.
Yeah. So I want, one of them should be this. We want some different colored cloth, and what you want to do is make kind of awnings. So you want to cut it so it hangs over a little bit and more in the front, and then you know how they have like those scallop shapes in the front hanging down.
We have pinking shoes that have that.
Okay, well that's great. How big are they though? Because they're gonna have to be really tiny.
Some of them are like extremely skinny, and some of them are like really big.
Okay, we'll get some of those and see how that works. But you want to cover those over because you're gonna have to pick out some colors to do. I want one of them to be this, but you can pick out the other ones, and we'll just need 4 of them. Okay. So make some tops for those, and I'll see if I can get this one off of here. And that way we can glue them down. And oh geez, this one just doesn't want to stay together. It's also not very square. Kind of weird. That's alright. It'll stay together once we glue the cloth on. That'll be much easier. And
I think we got rid of them.
What?
I think we got rid of them.
Got rid of them? Why would anybody do something like that?
Also, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think we have some skinny enough for that.
Okay.
Some of them were really
just have to,
skinny, but some of them were. They wouldn't be skinny enough for these.
you'll just have to cut it by hand.
Hmm.
That's okay. It'll make it look more authentic.
Where is the scissors?
The scissors. Here's the scissors.
I'm just gonna cut out a big square first so that I can work easily.
That'd be good. And then if you get a pattern for one, then you can pick the other colors and just do those. But make sure see, those things aren't all exactly the same size, so you want it a little bigger than any of them so that you can just use a pattern. You know what a pattern is, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you want to these aren't all exactly the same size here, right? Mm-hmm. So make one for one of them, but make it bigger because you want it kind of hanging over the sides anyway. Not that big, just a little big. Then you can have a pattern for the rest of them, for the rest of the colors, and just cut out with the pattern once you've made one, right?
Yeah.
And it'll fit all of them, even though they're not all the same size. All right, so I'm just going to mass produce a bunch of tabletops here. We won't use this many tabletops, but we can use these tables for other things.
This is hard to cut a square or a rectangle.
Yeah. Okay, that one's a little skinny, but that's okay. And maybe we want some of the, actually we'll make this skinny one like a half table. We can have some smaller tables. Make a couple of half tables here.
Do you mean half the size or literally half a table with only 2 legs?
No, half the size. You're so weird.
Well, you said half table. Like that?
Okay, so, well, that's good for width, I think, probably, but then you want to get
How did that happen?
Yeah, they don't stick together well, and that one wasn't stuck very well. So
shouldn't you use like super glue?
No, use white glue on this, but it'll be fine once we get the fabric on it. But so look, so you'll want to make them not much wider. You don't want it too wide, so maybe about that much hanging over the side, on like this, right? And a little bit hanging over the back, and then you want a decent amount hanging down the front so it can bend, right? Like this, and then on the front you cut the scallops hanging down, okay? Okay, you got that? All right, so table. So first we paint.
So is this too big or too small?
Well, is what too big?
This whole thing.
Yeah, it's too big.
Okay.
You want a little bit smaller than that. Because you got to remember, it's only standing up this much, right? So you only want it going over just a little bit. You don't want it falling all the way to the ground. Right? Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Now I just need to cut this part.
So now I need some brown. Just brown. So we can get some more tables painted up.
This is so hard. Because you have to find the right point of the scissors that will actually cut the fabric.
Especially that small, huh? Alright. Let's water this down a little. What? What's crooked?
No.
Oh, what?
This was supposed to be the part that goes like that.
I don't see it.
Exactly.
Oh. Well, maybe I'll just make it the right size for now. And then maybe I can cut the scallops with a, or maybe we just don't do the scallops. It's okay. We don't need that.
Okay.
These aren't rich people stalls. So it's fine. It's cool. It's all good.
They gon' be rich.
Oh, the beginnings of a project, all the little bits and pieces.
And the durings of the project.
Doesn't really look like anything till you get it all together almost, and then magically it looks like something.
So you have no clue if it's going to work until you've wasted all your materials.
Unfortunately, it's cheap materials. Yeah, that's probably good.
Okay.
Wait.
Where'd the... Oh. I remember making a...
So I don't like that one because the pattern's too big. I mean, you can use the green, but no pattern.
Ooh. Whirler. This looks like denim.
It does.
Feels like denim.
Walks like denim. Must be denim.
Who's denim? At least it's much easier to cut through.
Painting tabletops is the best.
So much fun.
It is, isn't it?
Especially when the legs break.
Well, that's why I'm painting them before I'm putting them together this time. Makes life easier.
And makes you less stressed.
Eh,
Thanks for making me more stressed.
wasn't really stressful.
It was stressful for me.
Why?
Because I thought you took a long time on those. And it seemed like you took a long time on those. And then I just messed this all up.
Nah. You can always fix stuff.
Crud, they're not all the same size. Forgot about that.
That's okay. I mean, they can just use the pattern and we'll make it work on each of them. If we have to trim them a little bit or something, that's okay.
Let's make a brown one. The thin pieces of cloth are extremely hard to cut through.
Yeah.
I almost made this too small. But I didn't.
Well, good. We are working on, well, I'm making more tables for the vendors, tabletops, and she is making the canopies for the little vendor tents. So she's cutting the fabric for those. And so this is all the boring part that doesn't look like anything. But once I get done painting these little blobs, then I can start
I only have one more to do.
fixing up these tables here.
Ooh.
We'll see how the
food.
stuff looks on them.
This is so much food.
So much food.
So much food.
Ew.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, what?
Where's the piece of cut fabric?
Weirdo.
There it is. Oh, it actually looks the same on camera.
Yeah. It's camouflaged.
Wowza. Like, Dad, look at that. Can barely tell.
Yep.
In real life, it looks very, very not convincing.
Really?
Yes. They're two completely different colors. They're both red, but they're not the same shade of red.
Okay. One more.
Same. Were they gonna film today
What?
or tomorrow, Ashley and Ren?
I have no idea. I think they're trying to get a hold of a camera first.
When did they want to stream?
I don't know. They haven't told me yet.
They told you last night. I just don't remember what they said.
Well, they said maybe on Sundays, but they haven't gotten it all together yet, so nothing's set.
I did it.
All right, now you gotta glue them to the things.
How?
So I'll show you how.
I have to burp.
Don't do it.
I will.
Don't do it. No burping on stream. All right, so what you want to do? Well, you want to close this up because, gosh, you don't want to spill that. Close all your stuff up, you goof. Because if you knock it over, it'd be a big mess. All right, so let's get this stuff out of the way.
I got in my eye. Ooh, look at this.
Yep. Cool.
That's where they're keeping the market stall walls. Oh.
All right, so let me put this over here so it can dry. It won't get knocked around. All right. So now here's what you're going to do with these things, okay? You're going to take one of these, and you're going to get the whitey glue that you made a huge mess of. Good grief, kid.
I didn't do that. That was already like that, I swear.
All right, and then you just, on one side of this, put just glue on all of it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then, are you watching me?
Yeah. You stick it on.
You just stick it on there.
Okay.
And you make sure, try to make enough room on the back and the sides so that you can drop the stuff down a little bit. Okay?
Okay.
But then we just got to let this dry real good, and then we can do some more work to it. All right?
Okay.
So that's all we're doing with that. Now those have got to dry.
I think this has a bit too much.
Here, you can put this one together too. That's the one that was coming apart, but when you put it in the thing, it'll be fine.
It'll be a fine?
It'll be a fine. All right, so we're gonna put some food on here and see how this looks. Let's see. We'll do this guy can be. We'll make him the meat seller. So we're gonna put these sausages on the table. Need a little glue. That's the bottom. I think. Is that the bottom? Well, it is now. All right, so we'll put some sausage there. We'll put the steak there. Selling a bit of venison.
Now I can see where the wood is.
Looks
I
like
think I put a
lima
little
bean.
bit too much glue on it.
That's okay, it'll dry. We'll probably want to coat all that with glue anyway.
I also
to make
think we should curve the edges so that they're not just
Okay,
squares.
well, we can trim it up afterwards. It's fine. All right, so we're gonna make a pile of fish here. Blue and purple fish.
Food is to eat, nothing. Blue and purple fish.
What's better than blue and purple fish? Nothing. Nothing is better than blue and purple fish. Nothing, I tell you. These are fantasy fish. It's the best. So this is going to be one stall with meats and stuff, and then these will hang on the rafts, on the bars from the top. So let's see. We need a fruit and veg cellar. No, let's do the bakery. I still don't know what this is.
What?
Or this.
Crud.
So fruit and cheese will be there.
There we
But we
go.
need the bakery with the pies and the breads. We have to make a little more stuff
no,
for
this
this.
isn't long enough.
What?
That's the front and that's the back.
Oh.
Those are the sides.
Well, it's okay. We can make it work. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Just don't worry. Here, we'll put these off of that paper towel, because if that stuff dries on the paper towel, it's hard to get the paper towel off. Okay?
Okay.
And then this stuff can all go back here. I missed a spot. How dare
You
I?
did?
I did.
You is in true ball.
That's no good.
I have one more.
My gosh, I missed 2 spots. How could I do such a thing? No. Okay. Waiting on the glue.
Oh.
All right, so let's get these pies on here for the baker shop. That is a big pie. It's enough to feed a family. My goodness. And this loaf of bread.
I didn't make a loaf of bread.
Well, I guess that Mara made a loaf of bread.
Oh,
then.
I know we did. On camera last time. Do you not remember?
No, I don't remember. I don't remember anything. Okay, so there's 2 market tables made. That's going to look
And
pretty good.
4 market tops made.
4 market tops. All right, we still got to put together this bit. We're going to let those dry. We're going to let... Oh my gosh, I missed a whole side of this table. What is wrong with me? Good grief.
It's just This smells like paint and wood.
Because it's paint and wood. I mean, call me crazy, but maybe that's the reason.
But you know how when you paint a room and then the room has that... What do you use What paint do you use to paint a room?
Room paint.
What's it called?
Paint.
But like,
I don't know, just
there's
interior
like
house paint.
acrylic paint. It smells like that. It doesn't smell like acrylic paint. It smells like that when you get your room painted. And
Well, usually that's acrylic paint, but it's a different kind of acrylic paint. It's got different stuff in it because it's made for a different purpose.
I always liked it when we would paint our rooms because I would like going in there and it kind of smelled new, but it also kind of smelled good.
Like Dirty Girls.
No, it smelled good.
All right. So we've got a bunch of stuff drying. I think we're making some good progress here.
My foot is stuck.
But I think we're going to call it for today because we're kind of at the end of what we can do right now. We've got a nice base for this market scene. It's got to dry. We've got some tables started. We've got the tops going. We've got a weird kid. I'm gonna have to cut some more of these. I've only got enough to make 2 of the stalls, but these are the legs for the stalls. Just some dowels that I cut. And cut some more. So they'll be tilting a little forward because the front legs are a little shorter than the back legs. And so we'll have 4 shops here. We'll have some tables. We'll have all kinds of cool stuff. Lots of foods and cloth and stuff to sell. And hopefully we can kind of probably finish this up next time, I think, and then we can get to working on something else. So we're getting...
That was in my mouth.
It's okay. It's just tea. Tea leaves. You won't die. I promise.
It was aged 10 months.
What, the tea leaves?
No, it says Parmesan cheese.
Yeah, the Parmesan cheese. So we'll let that stuff dry. We'll let this dry, and we'll figure out what we got to do, which way it's going to end up warping so that we can unwarp it. We'll make a nice little market scene out of this. But now we are kind of at the point... Sorry. We're kind of at the point where we got to let stuff dry. We can't do much else because let the tabletops dry. Then I can put some legs on them. Let the food dry on these tables. Let this stuff dry. Let the market tops dry. The stall tops, the canopies, whatever you call them. And then we'll be able to put some more stuff up here and get the rest of the market going. So. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We always have fun with this. Enjoy spending our Saturday mornings with you.
Maybe
and
you do.
we will... Hey, you wanted to do this. We will be back at 4 p.m. with some D&D. Continuing campaign, so make sure you check that out. And then we will... we're off tomorrow, but we will be back Monday with all kinds of more stuff and all through the week. Every night during the week we stream, so catch that. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch so you know when we're going live and you can catch up on stuff that you missed. And until next time, build on.